Hello, Nitin. I'm very pleased to welcome Nitin Mantri to this very special video podcast. Nitin Mantri, as we all know, is Group CEO of Avon WE. He's also the president of PRCAI, the trade association in India for the PR community, as well as the very first Asian and Indian to occupy the position of the president of the ICCO, which is a similar organization as PRCI, but at the international level. Welcome, Nitin.
Thanks, Parul. I'm very, very glad to be here.
Thank you, Nitin. So my first question is obviously, you are occupying the post of president of two very important trade associations. What is the sense that you're getting about the kind of challenges which are going to be ahead for the PR community, given that most businesses are looking at literally ruling out the second and third quarter of this year in terms of business?
Yeah, so I think like every other industry, the PR industry is not immune from this pandemic. I think what's important is to understand that I think nobody, our clients or us, have faced such a situation before. And I think public relations kind of has a very important place in communicating for stakeholders because it's almost like a business critical function now. However, there will be a short-term uh, impact, and there was a recent study done by Eco and Provoke together, and there's been a lot of interesting data from there, which talked about the fact that a lot of majority of the businesses expect the current pandemic to cause a short loss of earnings in the short term. Um, but at the same time a lot of them said that they are committed to protect jobs, but they're looking at hiring freezes, for example, which was almost two-thirds. So people will respond in different ways, and but at the same time I actually feel that the industry will find a way to overcome these hurdles and become stronger and more relevant over time. And right now I think the time is to just focus on really providing excellent uninterrupted service for our clients. And at the core, really, our role will be to guide brands and how they can help communities in this crisis.
Nitin, you rightly said that the PR business is not going to be immune from what's happening in its wider ecosystem. What kind of decline in growth are you expecting? It would be only realistic to think that's likely to happen. So far, for the last couple of years, we've averaged between 11 and 15% double-digit growth, which is among the highest in the world, actually. So what kind of drop, even if you think it's short term, do you see happening in terms of growth?
Parul, I'll be honest with you, it's very early to put a figure to that. We are in the first month of the pandemic, to be honest, in India. We've just implemented a short study for the PRCI for agencies in India. We'll have results in about a week, 10 days. But it's still very early because right now, if you look at it, we are not growing this year, right? But we still got a whole year to go. So still about, depending on the financial year, you've got for some agencies 9 months, for some agencies 11 months to go. So it's a bit early, I would say. Let's not put a figure now.
But you are saying that growth is going to be impacted, of course. That is even though you can't.
100%. Absolutely, it'll be impacted. We're not going to grow at the same figures we did last year or the year before that. That's the double-digit growth. Honestly, no. If we can manage growth at all this year, that'll be a plus.
Thank you for being candid about that. Nitin, PRCA has been implementing the system of calls with senior leadership, and I think with clients too as well, if I'm not wrong. What is the sense that you're getting from clients that how do they feel about the whole shift which is happening, and are they continuing to value PR?
Okay, good question, Parul. I think I think clients are, they have their own challenges, right? For some of them, their whole business model has been disrupted. If you look at especially certain sectors, for some of them, their whole supply chain has been impacted. So, at this time, clients need support in terms of how can we support their new challenges. So it's the what we were doing a month ago. That whole equation has changed. So today, I think firms need to identify where are the clients hurting most and how we can help them in that space. It could be crisis. It could be employee engagement. It could be helping them in some business continuity kind of planning. So it's going to be different. It's a different game right now. Secondly, I think clients are recognizing that they need public relations services or comm services, but I think there will be challenges that they also face, whether it's budgetary challenges or whatever. So I don't see anybody not recognizing the good work that comms can do for a brand at this time. So I actually think brands are very uniquely positioned to make a positive impact on communities during a crisis if they stay true to their purpose and actually work very closely with their communication firms. So, it can't be, of course, purpose washing, but it's about brands who lead with purpose. They already have and demonstrate the ability to be of service while being kind of nimble in a world that's changing by the hour. So if we can support them in that, it's a big plus.
So if you look at it too clear, sorry, you wanted to add something?
Yeah, I was just saying the other thing firms can help clients is to help curb fake news. I think there is a lot of the fake news piece that is going out. We've seen the media industry impacted a lot, but I think true credible journalism will be, will be sought after we finish with this whole pandemic, because so much of fake news out there. People will look for true credible news reporting over time.
I think that's a very valid
and PR firms can help in that.
That's a very valid point that you're making, and also the shrinking, but along with the shrinking of editorial space that's happening, and of course, people have more time to examine stories, so they are a bit more conscious than they are about the quality of journalism which is being delivered to them. Do you, side by side, also see a rise of owned media platforms by brands, which would be handled more credibly than it has been before?
Yes, I think paid. I think owned media will increase definitely. Even paid media may accelerate a little quicker than it's been so far. But I still am a big supporter and a big believer that true editorial and true reporting journalism will be sought after and have more credibility than it ever did in the past. But yeah, paid and owned media was already increasing. To be honest, it'll probably accelerate a little faster than it did before because of this pandemic.
So coming to another part of the role of PR currently, so there are two aspects. One is, of course, external communication, and like you said, not cause wash, but being nimble and really, literally, hour by hour, matching what the client needs to communicate. The second part of it is the in-house internal communication that brands have to do with employees. Today's story says that TCS foresees for the not just this year, but for the next couple of years, that a very small percentage of the workforce will work from home. In today's ET, that story has come. So if we are not looking at this quarter or that quarter, how will communication then start feeding into, and PR, of course, into these kind of challenges where even the working model is being totally redefined?
Good point. I think it will redefine. Workplaces will get redefined. I think I think one thing that will accelerate is work from home. I think maybe a lot of us were not very comfortable about the work from home culture. I think now we are. I think this pandemic has shown that work from home is possible and it can work reasonably well. I just feel that will increase, and I think we will learn to work in different spaces. We will learn to work with different challenges, and at the same time serve our clients better. So that is, I think that whole definition of working will change now. That's for sure. And I think it may even give rise to better creativity. It depends on how you look at it. So the creative challenges that come with this, you just need to, you may want to be more creative, and people are being creative right now. If you see, there are a lot of creative campaigns out there, which have all come out of working from home.
That's actually right. You're seeing, it's a crisis has led to a lot of creative thinking and new solutions of communicating. So coming to another part of the question, you of course, apart from Avin WE, there's also Chase India, which is part of your group of companies. So how would you be able to shed some light on what types of PR services do you think clients? Of course, sectors are very clear. What kind of sectors would have more demand? But even in terms of variety of services, do you already see some trends on what kind of PR they're looking for?
At the moment, I think brands are looking for support on crisis, employee engagement, um, policy comms for sure, or policy and regulatory affairs. Definitely purpose-driven communication. So anybody doing a lot of social impact work, and I think that's really at the moment. But if you see going beyond 3 to 6 months post-COVID, you'll see a lot of demand in brand building post-crisis. How do you build that brand back? How do you create services back? Service models will change for a lot of people, right? Hospitality companies, for example. Yes, so the business models are going to be different. So how do you support them in a different way? So how do you build a brand in different ways? That will start coming in post-COVID. At the moment, like I said, a lot of work around crisis, employees, policy and regulatory work, and purpose-driven comms, social impact.
Like you rightly said that how products and services are continuing after COVID or even in the later part of COVID is what will become very important for brands to communicate to their customers and stakeholder base, and that's where brand communication and consumer PR comes in very strongly. And like you said earlier, credibility is at a high is the currency which people want right now. So PR is better positioned to perhaps do that than other forms of Marcom, without being unfair to the other forms. So Nitin, just the last couple of questions. Personally, I just wanted to ask you that you are heading to big trade bodies at a time of great crisis. How are you handling it yourself? I mean, I just was curious to know that how do you feel about this whole great challenge that's come to you?
It's a good question, Parul. I mean, I'm doing 3 jobs at the moment. It's not easy, and it's tough, but somebody has to do it, I guess. No, I have to say that with Eco, I have a great team led by Francis in the UK, and the team's working really hard and continuing to communicate with all our member associations across the world. We've developed an extensive program on training courses, best practices. We're doing free webinars around COVID-19 crisis communications. We have a PR mental health kit, for example. So we're doing a lot of other webinars as well, not only just crisis, but on business response, email strategies. We do a monthly call with the executive committee. So I think a lot is happening there as well. On the PRCA side, of course, I'm sure you've seen that in India, but we're doing, we're in regular touch with all CEOs in India. We do a weekly call. In fact, we did the 4th one yesterday. We are doing a lot of work around mental health. We're doing a lot of work on social distancing. We had Sameer Parekh speak about mental health last week. We are running a survey, like I mentioned to you. This week, we'll be running that survey on impact on the industry. We are, in fact, Eco also ran a survey on the impact on the associations, which will be out next week. We've been talking to the government in how we can support them. That you might see something in the next couple of weeks on that. We are also helping. We've sent a letter to all our clients through the association. We also sent a letter which our members can send to all their staff, because people are also feeling quite anxious and confused as to how this will help them in the future, or how this will impact them in the future. So it's a lot of stuff happening, and I try and divide it between all of this. In PRCI, I have a great Mancom team of Atul Aman and plus supported by the Secretariat of Jyoti and Anup. So they're all working really hard. We're all pooling in our time to kind of keep everything going.
That's good to know. It's very brave of you actually in this whole situation. Just one final question: if you had to give, corporate India some suggestions on what they should prioritize, the one or two things they should prioritize in communication right now, what would that be?
I think be true to your purpose, and be human to the core. Be absolutely human to the core. Be sensitive, straight true to your purpose. If you have a purpose, then bring it alive at this time in different forms and shapes. Because I think a lot of consumers are going to judge brands on how they behaved during this time. And I think if brands have a true purpose, they should live that purpose now and not get drawn into purpose washing or cause marketing campaigns right now.
Thank you, Nitin. That was Nitin Mantri, Group CEO of AWE and also the President of PRCAI and ICCO. Thank you for being very candid and sharing your views frankly and with sensitivity. Thank you so much, Nitin.
Thanks, Parul. Thank you.